back to my channel. I'm so excited. Boyfriend is back for their anniversary. This is 15 years, is that right? Ooh, this is Starlit Voices. I'm so excited to see what this is all about. So let's go ahead and get started. I love the strings.
어제 내게 건넸던 입맞춤 속의 노래들과 첫사랑에 마음 아팠던 그런 밤들과 때론 아팠던 우리의 날들도 이젠 추억이란 병 속에 쌓여있지만 우리 바람들은 다시 웃던 그날이 될 거야. 매일 밤을 수놓았던 우리 목소리도 때론 불안했던 날들의 나의 내일도 결국 너에게 닿은 노래야. 다가올 계절에 넌 아프지 않기를 네가 걸어온 네 길 끝에 빛이 보이길 그렇게도 사랑했던 그날을 처음 마주했던 그 밤의 공기 작은 목소리로 시작된 이야기 수많은 계절을 함께 지나 이 노래가 우리를 이어주잖아 길이 보이지 않던 그 순간에도 네가 불러준 이름 덕분에 또 여기까지 달려올 수 있었어 우리 둘만의 장면이니까 때론 아팠던 우리의 날들도 이젠 추억으로 나만의 곁에 있지만 우리 바람들은 항상 다시 웃던 그날일 거야.
This feels like it should be in a K-drama. Like for an ending screen.
우리 목소리도 때론 불안했던 날들의 나의 내일도 결국 너에게 닿은 노래야. 다가올 계절에 넌 아프지 않기를 네가 걸어온 네 길 끝에 빛이 보이길
The harmony there.
그래도 사랑했던 그날
Ooh, I love that pull away.
잊지 않기로 해.
Oh, I love that.
처음에 떨림 아직도 기억해 작은 무대 위에서 시작된 꿈 수많은 밤들을 지나 여기 우린 같은 노래 부르고 있지 우리 사랑했던 추억은 영원토록 기억 안에 담겨 그 찬란하던 모습들도 가슴 속에 남기를 날 바라보며 웃어주던 너 매일 꿈에서 만나길 매일 밤을 수놓았던 우리 목소리도 때론 불안했던 날
It almost sounded like a key change there. Ooh, how cute!
사랑했던 그날을 잊지 않기로 해.
Oh, I love that. It is so nice to see Boyfriend together, and their voices and their vocals and just like the whole song itself just brings like back such good memories for me and like nostalgia. And I love what this song said like throughout of this, especially I feel like this one lyric like summed it all up. I decided not to forget that the day I loved so much. Oh, that just like touches you, right? Like it was like so hopeful and like wow. it really was so touching. I'm so glad they came back for their 15th year anniversary. Definitely, like, they are just such an amazing group, and they deserve the entire world. I hope and I wish more people would learn about them. They just have such amazing music, and I like could talk about them forever. But let's talk about this song. But what really stood out to me in this song was the strings. It was so interesting how strings were used in this for like the running parts. That was really interesting to me, because in the fact of the vocal and the strings had a lot of moving parts to it. Normally when we think of like an instrumental, we want it to do like kind of complement what's going on in the melodic line, but it was almost like the strings kind of had a melody of their own almost, and that it did complement the vocal line, but it was like bringing it was used to like bring out that cheerful kind of like thoughtful kind of feeling to it. So I thought that was really interesting, because we don't often hear that. I loved at the very beginning, we have the snaps in there and the kind of electric part coming out in the background. It was really driving forward the entire time, the song. It just felt like, you know, again, it just like brought this kind of hopeful peace, and I think that's what it felt like almost the entire time. And as I was like listening and reading the lyrics and everything, really just made this like feeling of memory and enjoying what they're doing, and really holding on to that the thought of what was happening. And I loved I wrote down a ton of the lyrics, but like I said, that I think that last lyric that I said, I decided not to forget the day I love so much, really does like sum up all of the lyrics so beautifully. Like, it just was one of those things where like, it just brought this calming feeling. Hopeful and calming is what I felt this entire time. In verse 2, I thought it was really interesting. It was like it was much more rap focused, but it still had those strings and everything behind it, so it still had this driving forward movement. And then you know, they kept talking about like, this is a song for you, and basically like a big thank you and things like that. And then we had the bridge, which kind of, I thought at first was gonna do a key change. It didn't, but it was really just nice to hear a bridge. And also I noticed that this song was like 4 minutes long, which we have not had like a 4-minute long song, and I don't know how long, but it was really nice to have a longer song. I also really enjoyed that this was like kind of like a performance MV, but it had like more scenes in that. I think it's one of those things where like, we're so used to storyline MVs these days that I forget like how good a good like concept kind of MV is. And so I really enjoyed this, because we got to see so much of the choreography. And what I really loved, you know, is how involved the choreography was with each other, and like the ending with coming into a circle. Oh, it was so cute. I loved it so much. But tell me what you guys thought about this song. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of the song or MV? It's really hard for me to decide my favorite part, but I'm gonna say the lyrics. Like I said, they were just so touching and comforting and warm. I feel like that was a really beautiful choice for a 15th anniversary song, to be like, I'm never gonna forget that day. I love so much, like, I'm never gonna forget you guys, you know, even though we're not always together kind of feeling. Like, I still think about you, I still remember you, and I still love like the times that we get to perform. And I know that Boyfriend, you know, they don't always they do some performances here and there, so it's one of those things where it's always nice to see them. But I love that they come together on their anniversary and do things like this, like especially for important ones. Like, I love that they do that. It's so nice to see as like a fan who, you know, has known them for so long. So tell me your guys' thoughts about this particular song, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.